Hi, and welcome to another episode of Around the Neighborhood with me, Scott McMahon. And this is the show about the quest for fun, history, and mystery in our backyards. And today I'm in West Linn, in the neighborhood of Willamette, at the Fields Bridge Park, taking a stroll along the Tualatin River. My mom loves coming to this park to walk her dog. And if you take this path up and under Fields Bridge, we come upon what neighbors have called Dollar Street Woods. Dollar Street Woods reminds me of Wilderness Park next to Westland High School. It's just raw and natural, as if you were an early explorer just coming into this area with all this thick terrain. Just having the opportunity to walk through this place is very special for the neighbors here. There's about 20 plus acres to these woods that run along Borland Road and Dollar Street. And it's no secret that Borland Road can get a bit of traffic during rush hour, so these woods provide some sort of cushion and sound protection from the line of cars. The West Linn Wilsonville School District actually owns this land and has so for over 25 years. And with the recent bond measure passed to put money into building new schools in the area, at the time of this recording, there is a proposal to build a new middle school right here. What's interesting about this parcel of land is how narrow it is and how the topography is uneven in its slopes. But engineers seem to be able to build anything in any terrain these days, so it's unclear what the costs might be to do so. I'm definitely curious to see if they do end up building a new school here, how the traffic flow will evolve or not evolve. Depending on the neighbor, having a new highly rated school built across the street from your home is a boon to your home value, or it can be a total bummer to see a natural oasis taken down. You can imagine that there is neighborhood concern how a new school will affect this area. And if you're interested in keeping in touch with these things, I've left links in the description below. I remember when they rebuilt Sunset Primary School a few years back, and I did an episode on that back when it snowed in West Linn. Anyway, I remember all the construction and reclaiming a portion of the park nearby to expand the driveway. So it was a bit of a mess with construction, but I think the neighbors are finally glad to see everything completed and a new school erected. The difference between Sunset and this proposed project is that Sunset already had a school built and the neighborhood was built around the school. This would be the opposite, a neighborhood built around the river and Fields Bridge and Fields Bridge Park, and then you drop a school in the middle of it. From what I understand, the school district is doing their best to manage the increase of students coming to the area and trying to deal with a high school that is getting high in capacity. Currently we have Rosemont Ridge Middle School and Athey Creek Middle School here, and if the district builds this new middle school here, they would turn the Athey Creek School into the new site for the Tech High School, which would pull some students from Westland High School and Wilsonville over to it, so essentially adding a new high school to the area. Again, from what I've read, the district doesn't own or have access to a large enough parcel of land to build a new school other than this place. So also the bond measure that was passed doesn't allow them to buy new land, only to build upon projects that were presented during the ballot process. The district provides updates on all their projects if you sign up for their email notices, and I'll leave a link to that in the description if you're interested. Who knows? A wealthy landowner can come out of nowhere and donate a large piece of land to the district, and a whole new neighborhood is built around it. But in the meantime, there are no hard plans set yet, so you can still take a stroll through the woods, cruise down to the river, and see if one day this area will become the home to a new school and new memories for the students that attend here. Can you imagine going to school being so close to the river? I mean, the next Mark Twain could come from here, writing stories about collecting frogs along the river for a class project or something. Anyway, I hope you like this episode, and since the show is sponsored by my real estate services, All my contact information is listed below in case you ever have any questions about buying or selling a home, especially in this area. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you around the neighborhood. And so you can imagine there is neighborhood concern how a new school. I was recently at Disneyland again, and I took a ride on the Columbia. That's their version of the pirate ship, and there's also the Mark Twain steamboat. But you know, it's kind of neat to go to that artificial Disneyland version of a Rivers of America. But we have the real thing right in our backyard. Just coming down to this river, it's just really cool because it's not like a lake. It's living, it's always changing, it's always moving. And it just kind of reminds me of Disneyland. I don't know why Disneyland, but again, this is the real thing.